Internet of Things and its applications.
Internet of Things is a technological concept of connecting multiple devices that have the possibility of switching on and off the web in order to use software and autonomous processes for smart living. You see, you look into the definition. IoT is a technological concept of connecting multiple devices. Multiple devices means, let us look into this picture. So like a computer, a laptop, any other devices, washing machine, any other maybe speaker, car, etc. Please. So this is what is say that we are connecting multiple devices. So IoT is a technological concept of connecting multiple devices. So multiple devices we are able to connect to the internet. That is called Internet of Things. That have the possibility of switching on. So each device has a two options, either on or off device. So if you like it, you can on. If you doesn't like it, you can switch off the device. So that is what switching on and off there in order to use software. So when we are collecting the data from the different devices or from the multiple devices, that information have to be analyzed, evaluate, and take a decision. For that, what we require, software is required. When I want to build a software, for that what we require, analytics skill set is required. Data analytics or artificial intelligence or machine learning or deep learning. With the help of those emerging technologies, I can develop a smart decision. I can take a decision. On the basis of that, we can live happily. That is what smart living. Okay. Once again, I'm repeating. The Internet of Things is a technological concept of connecting multiple devices that have the possibility of switching on and off the web in order to use software and autonomous or maybe automation process for smart living. So this is what is mean by things. You see that in the short form IoT, in the full form Internet of Things. So what is mean by things? You see that things are devices, machines, and objects. Look into this picture. The things are here. You see that laptop is there, washing machine. You see that computer, car, etc. All these I can consider as a objects or a machines or devices are called a things, or connected to the internet in our homes, workplaces, schools, cities, and cars, helping us live smarter or more efficient, more streamlined lives also. You see that. So I can easily access the streamlined data with the help of the Internet of Things. What are the advantages with the devices? The devices collect useful data with the help of various existing technologies and then autonomously flow the data between other devices. You see that we have to be developed such a software for flowing the data among the devices also. So that is what you see that helping of the devices. Internet of Things is not the result of a single novel technology. Internet of Things is not a single novel technology. Instead, several complementary technical developments provide capabilities that taken together help to bridge the gap between the virtual and the physical world. So this is what you see that it is providing the bridge between the virtual and physical world. What are the capabilities are including in this Internet of Things means? One is the communication and cooperation. The best point is communication. If the communication is not there, and then no use of the Internet of Things. If the communication is there, again the cooperation is must among the objects, among the devices. If the cooperation is not there, then it could be very difficult to work. Addressability, identification of the each device, sensing. That means every device must have the certain sensing. Either it may be video, or it may be audio, or it may be any other things. Actuation, device to operate. Embedded information processing. So it is a combination of several things. User interfaces, localization, local based service is a primary service. You see that if I install one device at your home, if it is not working, then what should I do? I should take the help of the local person for making the things in that. So that localization, that means service centers are very much important at our place. If the service center is not there, then no use of that system. So let us look into this. The whole thing I can divide into three segments. One is IO devices segment, other one is the gateway segment, the other one is the database systems. You see, with the help of the IoT devices, we may be receiving the data. That data will be transmitting with the help of the internet and will be maintaining in the cloud. Either it could be private cloud or a public cloud. So once the data is available in the cloud, then the data I have to be used it for the processing. For what purpose I have to do the process? For the decision making. So for that decision making, what kind of technology I have to be used it? I have to use data intelligence methods. Which are the examples for the data intelligence methods means ML, AI, deep learning, data analytics, extra big data analytics, etc. Nomenclatures are there. So this is what. Internet of Things, you see that we have in our country, you see that transport one sector, education is another sector, home management is another sector, earth management, others, energy management. You see, like many sectors are there. Every sector has its own individual setup. Then we are connecting all the sectors with the help of the Internet of Things. When we are able to connect all the sectors with the help of the Internet of Things, then we could able to assess and analyze and take a decision that could be very easy. So that individual networks, you see that energy has individual network, transport has individual network, education has an individual network. So this is what. Okay, next, connected together. So all the devices connected together, you see that with the security, analytics and management, but all the sectors have been interconnected. But what is the major things are required? One is the security, privacy, analytics and management. So we all thinking about these are the parameters, how far secure, what kind of analytics they are giving and how they are maintaining the privacy. So these are the things are very much important when we are in the IoT system. That is what future generation struggle a lot. Networks connected with added security, analytics and management capabilities. This will allow IoT to become even more powerful in what it can help people achieve. Okay? So this is. Let us look into that knowledge from the data to wisdom. I think we are very familiar about these are the terms. One is the data, second one is information, third one is the knowledge, fourth one is the wisdom. So these are the terms are very much important in the IoT or in the data analytics, please. So what is mean by data? Data is a raw sensory data. Raw sensory data means data is raw data. That means unprocessed data. The data which I am receiving from the sensors or from the devices, that data is called raw sensory data. It is unprocessed data. So then the data is there. The data I need to transform into the information. So information is called a structured data. Whatever the data I have received from the devices, that data I need to transform into in an understandable manner. So that is what here in the computing, what we required. Whatever the data I need to transform into the structured manner. Once the data is available in the structured manner, then I can easily to process, analyze and take a decision for that purpose. Okay, knowledge. So information I have, but with the information I am not happy. So what should I do? I should apply my knowledge. What you see that abstraction and perception. What are the possible ways are there? And again wisdom. So I have possible ways. Then what should I do? With the help of my wisdom skill set, I have to take action. That is called actionable intelligence. What action I should take. So these are the things are very much important in the present generation. Let us look into this example I am going to share with you. A data. You see, I received the data from the device or maybe from the sensor. So this is 100. This 100 is, what is 100? I am not able to predict whether this is 100 rupees or 100 crores, 100 miles, 100 kilometers. So this is what I have a doubt. Why I am having the doubt? This is because of it is a raw data. It doesn't have any extra information, just figure I received. So that in this case, what I want to do, I need to transform from the data to information. So what I need to do, how I am transforming to the information is, this 100 is miles. I am able to apply my own methodology, that with the help of methodology, this 100 is making as a, what about the processing, that is what 100 miles. And again with this information, I should able to abstract, and again I have to be identify the perceptions. You see that 100 miles is quite a far distance. Suppose let us take 100 miles. My target is, if I want to move from one place to other place, from my place to other place, the distance is maybe 100 miles. But with this information, what I need to do, I have to be apply the knowledge. So how far it is? Is it easy to travel by walk? Is it easy to travel by other way? So that what is saying 100 miles is a quite far distance. So far distance. In this case, what I need to do, I have to be apply the wisdom skill set. What is my wisdom skill set mean? So with the help of this knowledge information, it is a far distance. So that what I need to do, I have to take action. It is very difficult to walk 100 miles by any person, but vehicle transport is okay. I can easy to move my place to other place with the help of the vehicle transport mode. So that is what difference between the data, information, knowledge, wisdom. So please, all of you need to understand what is the difference among these terms. So turning data into wisdom. So this is final action. Few applications of IoT. Building and home automation, manufacturing, medical and healthcare systems, media, environmental monitoring, infrastructure management, energy management, transportation, better quality of life for elderly. So these are the, you see that applications of IoT. So easy to, in the morning inauguration function, your principal also has given one idea, home automation system. When we clap, then the bulbs will be switch on or switch off, that concept. You see that home automation. Technological challenges of IoT. Present IoT is faced with many challenges such as scalability, technological standardization, interoperability, discovery, software complexity, data volumes and interpretation, power supply, interaction and short-range communication, wireless communication, fault tolerance. You see that. There are certain challenges are there in the IoT. One is the scalability. Suppose if I want to enhance the number of devices, that could be, again I have to be think what is the capacity of the Internet of Things. That is what you see that. And technological standardization and discovery. You see the complexity, software complexity, how much time it is going to take for analyzing and taking a decision, that is what. Data volumes also, and interpretation, volume of the data, and power supply. Always we have to maintain the 24 hours power supply. Then only it could be possible. If I install the CCTV camera at your home, then what should I do for monitoring of the senior citizen person? In that case, what we require, the power is very much important. Interaction and short-range communication. You see, if any one of the object will be failed, then there I have to be concentrate much on the reliability. What is the reliability of our system? And wireless communication. You see that certain times, maybe sometimes we may get a natural incidents. In that case, how to overcome the situation, and fault tolerance also. These are the challenges of IoT. So that still it is in the initial stage. Maybe in the coming generation, we can see the full-fledged IoT system. So these are the challenges of implementing industrial IoT. Connectivity. One is a basic requirement, and data analysis. So this is having the excellent future. Data analysis means, which I have told you, that is the machine learning, deep learning, etc., etc. And other one is the financing. So who is the financer? So what about you say that the sponsors are required for the implementation of the IoT? And security also very much important. So how it is secured? Suppose you see that if it is a controlling by government, in the present scenario, you see that all the politicians, how they are going to utilize this information. That is what we are all having the doubt. This is what you see that already one issue has been raised regarding the toll. The toll means, you see that when they are maintaining that automatic toll system, in that toll system, what where we are moving that information, they are going to capture it. By that information, they can take any action after the some time. So that is what one of the security issue and privacy is also. So these are the issues are there in the IoT system, and skill gap also is there. So what we required the IoT as well as data analyst only. Then only we could able to implement this is what IoT system. Only with IoT or only with the data analysis, it could be very difficult to implement successfully IoT concepts. So that skill gap is there. So it may be covered within 3-4 years, I think maybe. Now people are eagerly learning about that, what data analytics and IoT concepts. The criticisms and the controversies of IoT. There are certain criticisms and controversial issues also going on with IoT concept. Even in the government also, sometimes they used to conduct a brainstorming sessions, how it could be successful IoT in the future. The scholars and social observers and pessimists have doubts about the promises of the ubiquitous computing revolution in the areas as. So everyone have a certain doubts, you see that one is the privacy. Am I losing the privacy or not? So every person requires the privacy. And am I getting the security or not? Suppose if I am moving one place to other place with the help of the toll plaza, someone is easy to identify where I am moving there, they can attack. So that the security, who will be going to give the security? Autonomy and control also, you see that. How shall I give the autonomy to the private sector or government sector? That is what you see that. And who will be controlling that system? So how far it is maybe secure? Social control, political manipulation. You see that in the present scenario. So once the data is available in IoT, whoever is in the top level position, they can capture the data and they can use the data for their aim, for their survival. So that could be possible. So that we are all worrying about the political manipulation also. The design also, you see that what kind of design I have to be applied, whether it could be top-down design or bottom-up design. You see that we need to decide. And also how do I give the controlling to every member in that IoT system. Environmental impact. You see that when we go for the IoT, so now you see that this is what signaling strength may be increasing. When signal strength is increasing, then what are the consequences are there to human? So that is also one of the major issues. You see that even now with the mobile, many are getting a lot of trouble. What about issues also? So that once we go for the IoT, then how we are protecting the nature. Influences human moral decision making. You see that there will be possibility of the influences human moral decision making also. These are the criticisms and controversial issues are going on with the IoT concept. IoT application in utilities, energy, water, gas, and you can take it as a present scenario also. That is what Corona also you see that how to improve. To save the energy by predicting the usage and dynamically allocation. You see that how can I save the what about water wastage or maybe power wastage or maybe gas wastage. All these things I can easily to save it with the dynamical allocation method. So this is what very much important. I think we have a experience with dynamic allocation methods in operating system also. You see that by considering these are the points, you see that one is the solution for the utilities. What is the solution or service? You see that real-time collection of usage data. So with the help of the IoT system, I should able to collect the real-time data. So that data, I can use it for that. And again, you see that demand supply prediction. With the help of the data, I can predict the demand. I can predict the demand. And I can make the load balancing also. You see that load balancing means in this present scenario, you see that the COVID situation, Covaxin and Covishield, you see that this is what we are discussing about shortage of these two things. So how can we make it a balancing with the help of the IoT? So what we need to do, already co-vaccinated people, information is available with the Aadhaar. With that information, I can collect it and I can easily to analyze which area people have been vaccinated more, in which area people not been vaccinated more. With respect to that, I can make it a balancing. By that, I can easily to achieve the goal. So that is what. Dynamic traffic operation also, this is very much important. And sensor devices, you see that energy, water or gas meters, vaccinated data with Aadhaar. So these are the devices I have to be select. Analytics, historical usage analysis, usage prediction, demand supply prediction. You see where it is playing, which is playing there, in this process, ML or deep learning or data analytics or any other big data analytics course technology playing the key role in this process. You see that. And interface can be accessed on any internet connected device. Outcome. Consumers connected to these smart networks have seen significant cost and resource savings. You see that. What is the outcome of with utilities? When I implement the utilities concept with the help of the IoT, then this is the basic outcome of the IoT concept. You see that solution is this: sensor devices, analytics, interfacing, and outcome. So what we required IoT is, I think with analytics it could be excellent. If analytics is not there, then what is the use of IoT? It's like a dustbin only. So that analytics are going to play the key role in IoT. IoT application in healthcare, personalized health history tracking system. You see that in the future, you will be going to get a personalized health history tracking system also. With the help of the system, if the patient has several wearable devices that track those data, doctors can analyze the patient, and this is for cheaper than hiring personal nurse. You see that when I can develop the personalized health history tracking system, with the help of that system, I can easy to maintain, easy to reduce the cost also. If I can appoint a nurse for the particular patient, then it will be more chargeable. So that cost can be easy to reduce, and also doctor can analyze the patient easily from where he is. So that is one added advantage with IoT system. You see that in this pandemic situation, I think corona patients are not able to taking the help from their family, even their family members. In this case, I think maybe IoT can play the excellent role. So this is one added advantage in this pandemic situation. Solution or service, you see that remote expert doctor monitoring, you see that. So you can take a suggestions from the expert. So this is also, you see that when we are conducting the virtual mode program, with the help of this program, you see that we are receiving the information from the different corner experts. That is one added advantage even with the virtual program. Like you see that with the IoT, I can get the suggestions from the respective doctor. Whichever doctor is very popular, from him also I can get the suggestion from where I am. So that is one added advantage with the IoT. Next, chronic disease management and elderly care, wellness and fitness programs. You see that wellness and fitness programs. This is what the sensors. You see that wearable and personal medical devices, and mobiles also available. Sensors also you can keep in the home. You see the senior citizen is there in the home, a person. So then what can I do? I can use any one of these devices. If he is able to use the mobile, then I can keep mobile with him. If he is not able to use the mobile, I can use the sensors or wearable and personal medical devices to his body, connected to body. So then it could be sense it and it could be send the information. By that, I can take it that information, historical correlation, whatever the sensing information I'm receiving, with the help of the remote expert doctor, we will be correlate what kind of problem is there. With respect to that problem, he can suggest the method. So that is what anomaly detection in recorded medical data and usage prediction also. You see that interface, remote telecommunication, teleconsultation on medical super specialist, mobile terminals with the aid of clinical decision support system. So this is what one of the advantages. You see that what is the outcome when I implement the IoT for the patient tracking system, then what are outcome? Improved patient outcome, and with lower cost I can manage the system, because of nowadays the poor people are there, so they could not able to affordable. In that case, IoT is going to play the key role. They can take a suggestions from the different corners of the experts also. Improved quality of life for patients also. Their lifestyle can be improved, and real-time disease management system. So they can maintain the real-time management information. By that, the next I can take it easily. You see that now we are having the information. Most of the people are suffering with the corona and going out from this earth with the corona. But we do not know what is the historical data of the each and every person, what the consequences he is having. By that also I have to be decide what is the problem actual. Information we could not find. And for improvement of patient. One is natural remedy and second one is the medical remedy. What is the natural remedy? Suppose if he is having a lot of issues in his mind, for that what we need to do, we have to be counsel him. The counseling centers are not available in our place. You see that now the government of India has taken decision, very good decision. That is what Covishield. Then whoever been vaccinated, and what we need to do, we have to be counsel them minimum 1 or 2 hours. This is the process is going in USA, so that US people are very happily living. So that is one of the reason not to vaccinated. Along with vaccination, what we need to do, we need to give counseling, how to behave after this, what to do, what not to do. So that information we need to provide to the every vaccinated person. Then they can easy to survive. IoT application transportation, efficient allocation and dynamically management of the limited resources. With the help of the limited resources, how to improve the transportation. That is one of the best advantage with the IoT. We can maximize the utilization of the limited resources and the throughput and minimize the waiting time leads to the lower the cost of operation. You see that. So when we have the limited resources, how effectively I can utilize it? That could be possible only with the help of the IoT. How can I utilize it? Means in the transportation means you see that based on the demand, based on the requirement, I have to be decide where need to send the vehicle, where need not be send the vehicle. So such information we need to extract with the help of the IoT. That is one added advantage. And what is the solution for this? You see that, or maybe service. Real-time vehicle tracking. You see that the solution is what? Real-time vehicle tracking is very much important. You see, asset management and tracking also very much important. How many vehicles do we have and whether each vehicle is having the tracking system or not. This is what service is required first. And what kind of devices I have to be used it? Onboard vehicle gateway device. So I can use it onboard vehicle gateway devices. You see that even tomorrow maybe if you want to send your kid maybe 1 to 5th standard, in that case you can use this kind of devices also. You can use it to predict where they are maybe going. So that is what you see that. Another one is RFID tags and sensors. You can use either this or this device, maybe whichever it is comfortable, you can choose it. And analytics, whatever the information I receive, that historical usage analysis, usage prediction, decision support system for associated transportation system. So with the help of the analytics, based on this information, I have to use method, which is the right method for analyzing. Suppose if I receive the image information, what I require, I need to do the image processing analysis. If I receive the information with the text mode, I want to use the natural language processing. If I use the information video mode, in that case, what I need to do, video processing analysis is required. But video processing analysis I have to be do with the help of the ML or deep learning, etc. You see that. So this is what playing key role in the future. Interface, real-time alerts to drivers or operators. You see that. So interface is what? Once I do the analytics and immediately I can alert a driver or maybe operator, whoever is operating that vehicle. And dashboards also I can maintain in the car or maybe bus or wherever it is. And public display, web-based queries and reports also you see that. This could be possible to improve the service levels and also with the help of the lower cost. And also you see that this is what very easy to adapt it with minimization of the cost. The future of IoT. The future of IoT, let us look into this picture. You see that. So maybe you can see that brilliant rail ad. You see that rail ad, maybe it has its own autonomous IoT, and brilliant hospital also it has its own autonomous. Brilliant power also you see that has own autonomous. Brilliant factory has own autonomous. Everyone have their own autonomous, and all these autonomous I can interconnect through the IoT. That is what industrial internet process. You see that if I connect internet through this in IoT, I can easily to predict how much power is required for all the sectors. I can easily to predict how much power is required with respect to their requirement. I can easily to distribute the power. And also you see that hospitals. So once we connected with all the sectors where the patient is struggling, where the more number of patients are there, with respect to that, the hospital management also can take a decision and they can easily to give the service to them. Like that, brilliant rail ad also you see that. Similarly, you see that factory management. So these are the main things are mainly for what? For minimization of the wastage of the resources, for minimization of the throughput, minimization of the waiting time, maximization of the throughput, and maximization of the maximum utilization of the resources. That could be more added advantage with the help of the IoT. The sky is not the limit. It's only the beginning with IoT. It's only the beginning with IoT.
Thank you for watching.